Welcome to the Town Board meeting, Thursday, September 16th. Please rise and salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Emergency exits are to my right, behind the town attorney, and also the door you came in. Roll, please.
Supervisor Perotti?
Here.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Here.
Samoji?
Here.
Morris?
Here.
And let the record reflect Councilman Gutierrez is absent this evening.
Okay, I make a motion to open the public hearing for declaring structure unsafe at 5282 Route 44, Town of Amenia.
I second. Supervisor Perotti?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Samoji? Yes. Morris?
Yes.
Okay, is there any public comment for, you can go right to the podium.
Okay.
And identify yourself.
Sure. Hi, I'm Kelly Marino. I own that thing. So I bought it a couple years ago with a friend of mine. She bailed on me, so in order to keep the friendship, I bought her out, but it left me a little cash strapped. I had two contractors lined up to demo it, both last year, and both of them disappeared on me. I filed for a permit, so I do understand it is an eyesore. I do have intentions of getting rid of it. It's just been really hard to find somebody to do it, also within, or even a fair budget. So I've reached out to a couple more people this week to see what I can do to get it torn down. So I do understand the problem. It is ugly. It's just been time, resources, and money.
So you are working on it?
I'm working on it, yes. I called some more people just this week to say, and said, hey, I just need help. Help find me some people. I do have to find out some rules and stuff. I might be able to get people from other parts of the state to do it, but I got to look into the rules and restrictions on that.
Okay.
So I saw the 30 days and 60 days. I'm going to do my darndest on that, but I don't want to incur any other penalties or costs. Until this got delivered, I didn't really know of the intent of doing the inspection, because I would have responded to a letter.
Okay, I believe you've been in conversation with the building inspector for quite a while on this property.
In order to demo it,
Yeah, getting the demolition permit, and I believe you had to get asbestos abatement as well.
Yep, I had the contractor, I've had two contractors fall through, and the third one is,
Okay.
they're dragging their feet. So it's truly, it's time.
Okay.
I've also been a bit swamped work-wise, so that's just what's going on. So.
Okay, just keep us posted on your, how you're doing with it.
Okay, so
Okay.
how best to communicate? Send an email or a letter to this board?
Building inspector, no.
Yeah, you could go through the building inspector
Yeah,
or
or
through
building
me or through the supervisor, I think would be, all of which would be sufficient.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Leo Blackman. I'm the head of the Housing Board. We actually identified that property a while ago as a property that might be suitable for affordable housing. I've spoken to the building inspector. I haven't been in it. I understand there are problems both with septic and with water penetration in the basement. But we'd like to have time to get someone from Hudson River Housing or Dutchess County Housing to come and look at it to see whether it's salvageable for that use. And we'd have to make arrangements with the owner to see if she's interested in that, of course. But I'd like you to delay the demolition a week or two at least until we can find that out.
Well, I believe there's a 60-day window from now.
Okay.
It's
Then we
30
will.
days to commence, 60 days to complete the demolition.
Okay.
The town board by resolution has declared that building unsafe and has directed that it either be repaired or demolished. So if there is a plan that you would like to try to put into place to present to the board, I suggest it be done within those timeframes. Otherwise, it's either repair or demolish within that timeframe.
Okay. Well, I assume that the board could vote otherwise, but we're going to try to get that information right
Sure.
away. because it seems like a waste of resources, and we've had a very hard time finding a site for affordable housing in the area. So thank you very much.
Is there any other public comment? Okay, I make a motion to return to regular meeting.
Second.
To close the public hearing, I believe.
I'm sorry, make a motion to close the public hearing.
I was gonna,
I second that. Okay.
I knew what she was gonna say when I got there. Supervisor Brody,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Smoji,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
I now make a motion to return to regular meeting.
Is there a second public hearing?
I second.
There's another public hearing.
I'm going to open that one separately.
Okay.
It's cleaner. Go ahead.
You just make a motion after the public hearing yourself.
Yeah, you're making a motion to open the second public hearing?
If,
Yeah.
yes.
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 Okay.
And I second.
Michelle's gonna second. Supervisor Brody,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Smoji,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
This is a public hearing for declaring structure unsafe at 31 Tally Ho Drive, Town of Amenia. Is there public comment?
My name is Mary Ellen Lugo. I'm the manager of Tally Ho Estates. We are going to demolish that house. It is unsafe. We know it. We've been trying all this while to get it. So Monday morning, I will be here to get a permit to demolish it. So there's no problem with that, okay? I mean, it's unsafe for anybody to live in that house for a long time.
Thank you.
for your time.
Is there any other public comment? Make a motion to close the public hearing for declaring a structure unsafe at 31 Tally Ho Drive.
I second it.
Supervisor Brody,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Smoji,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ellen.
I make a motion to return to regular meeting.
Second.
Supervisor Brody,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Smoji,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Okay, is there any other public comment?
Yes. I'm sure you're all pretty sick of me. I have two things actually to comment on. One is I was called yesterday, I believe, by a representative of the League of Women Voters that they're trying to set up a debate and they'd like to use Town Hall Auditorium. Since I'm running for office, I'd really like that opportunity. And I know the League of Women Voters has been, my mom was a member. I mean, they've been organizing these debates for decades and decades. So I assume that's not controversial, but I certainly hope the town board would vote to give permission for the league to set this up. One other thing that I understood is that they've been giving the candidates five different dates, and I think they've asked.
One of the dates has been removed.
Okay, so 4 days.
Because October 7th, because that's a town board meeting.
Yes, I think
So
that's
whatever the other 4 dates, you need to get back to them and.
So just to explain, I mean, what they were asking you to vote on is to hold those dates until, I think, Monday. They've asked all the candidates to get back to them on Friday, or that's what I was told anyway, so with what dates they're available. So I think it'll be resolved that quickly in terms of just narrowing it down to one date. So,
Yeah, the town clerk's already sent them the building form,
oh, great.
and we're, working with them. We also told them that their insurance needs to include the town of Amenia on it,
Okay, great.
and that they would have to pay the $50 fee because by statute, we are not allowed to waive fees for political parties.
Okay. Second comment, Altice. I didn't participate the last time because I really didn't have any experience with Altice and Optimum, and unfortunately since then I do. I mean, we've had service, but we were going to try to end service, and they convinced us to upgrade service instead to a higher speed cable. That was that was 6 weeks ago. Since then, we've had 5 different technicians to remedy the work that they did in putting in a new router. Nothing in our house worked again, not our landline, not our cell phone, not our internet service, not our Kindles. Everything kind of got disrupted, and they haven't been able to figure out what the problem is. They've tried various patches. So, and trying to get them on the phone and trying to get any answers is completely impossible. So I know that you have limited choices in terms of a provider, but I think their services, I mean, they shouldn't be in business. They can't do their basic business. And I would just say that based on the last hearing about this, that if you sign a contract without ensuring that they reach all the people in Amenia that are on a farm and don't have the money to extend their service, and if you are not convinced that they will do a better job servicing their system, I'd recommend against it. So that was all. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Supervisors
I do have
report?
another public comment.
Oh, there's another?
Darlene Reamer.
Oh, I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
that's okay, 'cause Leo gave his. No, I had 2 public comments, but you're here, so that's, they're a little, I just. Tonight's meeting, so Darlene wasn't able to make it this evening, but Mr. Reamer was able to drop it off. That tonight's meeting to discuss marijuana lounges and dispensaries is of a grave concern to her personally and the future of Amenia. Drug overdoses in the town are many. In Smithfield Cemetery alone, we have 4 young people who thought that they could beat the system. Smoking marijuana will not affect me. I can stop anytime I want to. There are 2 other cemeteries that have young people buried there who had the same thoughts. Drug dealers are always looking for new users who can offer some more potent drugs and a few bucks on the sale, until the more potent drugs eventually kills them. Having dispensaries and marijuana lounges for the tax revenue for New York State to help dissolve addiction seems like a meager excuse. It is a vicious cycle of the drug use and the treatment that never ends. We don't need recreational drugs. We need recreation and activities that enhance the lives of our young people, where they can achieve and excel in the sport they choose. These activities allow their lives to be full and enriching. We don't need marijuana lounges or dispensaries in Amenia. We are finally moving in the right direction with activities, restaurants, and venues that young people are enjoying. Let's not stoop to the gathering of the crumbs of tax revenues that at the end of the day will be a meager. 33 states have approved recreational marijuana, but the federal government does not recognize this approval. Workers still have to be subjected to drug testing. My brother-in-law, who is buried in Smithfield Cemetery, thought he could beat the habit, but the draw was too great, and each drug became more enticing and created the high of all highs. At the end of the day, it took his own life at 26 years of age. Do not allow marijuana lounges or dispensaries in our town. There is no benefit to be had. Submitted by Darlene Reamer.
Okay, I have asked the town attorney to put together the information we need for the local law to opt out so that we can establish a public hearing and move forward with that process for the next meeting on October 7th. Supervisors report. Water district upgrade. The water operator was given Comptroller's Office Capital Planning Guide to follow for capital plan, including immediate needs, 3-year plan, and 5-year plan for town board review. Altice negotiations are in progress. American Rescue Package, working on capital plan and asset inventory requirements for the water district upgrade. Highway garage. The town board is reviewing the bids from Wendell Engineering, Delaware Engineering, La Rocca Green Architects, Lamont Engineering, Bergman Engineering, CNS Companies, Battaglia Lanza Architects, McGoey Hauser and Edsel Engineers, Lothrop Associates, Chazen Labella Associates. Supervisor Perotti added the bidders to BidNet. CDBG sidewalk ramp. Sidewalk repairs are in progress after delay of post office property owner fixing the ramp and railing, which DOT upon inspection said did not meet ADA guidelines, and waiting for DOT to give the town the highway permit required since the sidewalk is in the right-of-way. 2022 budget, 2022 tentative budget due to the town clerk by September 30th is being completed with information from budget worksheets and other sources. New website. Additions and updates are being added. However, all requests for changes to the website must be sent to administrators Annette Culligan, Nancy Nowak, or Supervisor Victoria Perotti. Town of Amenia COVID-19. The Amenia Town Hall is open for business as usual, Monday through Thursday at regular business hours. New CDC guidance is masks are recommended in substantial or high transmission areas, even if you are vaccinated. Masks are available in an envelope on the second set of doors. Social distancing is recommended for committee, board, and commission meetings. Signing the visitor log with contact information is required. COVID-19 vaccine information. Call the Dutchess County Coronavirus Information Line at 845-486-3555. For anyone who is homebound, vaccine appointments can be made at 845-486-2555. Free COVID-19 testing locations. Poughkeepsie Galleria, J.C. Penney site, Tuesdays beginning September 14th from 3 to 7, and Saturday, September 18th, 9 to noon. The CVS Plaza, Dover, Thursdays beginning September 16th, 3 to 7. Online registration is required. Recreation. New programs or upgrades to park equipment have to be brought to the Recreation Commission, who meets the second Thursday in the auditorium. If you have any information about the sanitizer station that was ripped out of the ground at Beekman Park, please call the Dutchess County Sheriff at 845-373-4300. Town Clerk report.
Good evening. As Leo shared earlier with the board, there was a request for a building use for an event here. As they'll be filling out the building use form, submitting the required insurance and payment, we just wanted to make you aware that they were looking at several of the dates. We all received the email beginning on Tuesday of the dates indicated, and there's already been some email exchanges. So once that date becomes final, I'll be able to share the date, probably by our next meeting, that they've elected to have that special event of a Meet the Candidates evening. They'll be here in the auditorium. So more information to follow on that. I do share with you the Recreation Commission report that was submitted by Kelly. This year they had instructional baseball for ages 3 to 12. The majors team, 9 to 12, was able to scrimmage Dover a few times. Their coach, DJ Riley, is still holding instructional practices on Monday nights at the ball field, hoping to get into a league next year. Being a different league than in years past, that means that there'll be more travel. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough interest for a Babe Ruth team this year. The Weebutuck Valley Youth Soccer League has started their practices and games at Beekman Park. That will run through the end of October or the beginning of November, depending on the weekends if they get rained out. Line dancing in the gym, as we hear, no, it's on Thursday nights, 5:30 to 7, which will be followed from karate from 7 to 8. Pickleball will start up on 9/21 every Tuesday night from 6:30 to 7:30 here in the gym. Cheer has started in the gym as well on Sundays. The program will run from noon until 2:30 every Sunday. We have set a date for the Halloween trunk or treat for October 30th. This will be at the ball field like last year. A flyer to follow in a couple of weeks. Their next meeting is October 14th at 7 p.m. Also added in a later part is Brooks Belter, who is the head coach of the BBA Wolves Youth Baseball Team, would like to use our fields for a baseball game under the lights on October 3rd from beginning at either 6 or 7 p.m. So she's working with him on the insurance information and get everything verified. They did advise him that there would be $100 to cover the cost of the lights. This gentleman has played at our beautiful fields and he wants a team to play on it. And she's looking for authorization to go ahead and allow this event, baseball game. So,
Could you tell me the time again for the trunk thing?
the flyer's going to follow. So it doesn't say
Oh,
the
it doesn't-
time.
it
No,
doesn't
but
have
save
it
the
yet.
date for October 30th.
She's just announcing the date.
Oh, the date, oh, okay.
Save the date so that way you can get your costume now, in case you have to buy your costume.
Okay, and what is the name of the person for the?
Brooks Belter.
Okay, I'll make a
BELTER.
motion to allow Brooke Belter to, I guess, lease the baseball field and use it for the game that, on what date was that?
October 3rd.
On October 3rd, with paying a fee of $100 with insurance requirements met.
I second.
If I could just make one comment, I don't know if I would call that a lease, it's more of just they're paying for the opportunity to use the field for that time slot.
What?
They're just paying for the field to use, they're paying for the use of the field for that specific time slot.
Yes.
I wouldn't call that a lease, I would call that,
A rental?
A rental?
yeah, just a use. It's just,
Okay,
yeah, they're
just-
paying for
then
the
just
use.
say that for the use of the
Yeah.
field. Okay,
Supervisor Purdy?
yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Smoji?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Thank you. And Kelly, if you're watching, we'll touch base later. I know she's probably watching.
Can I add something to the recreation report? I did attend, and there were a couple of things that I wanted to add to that report, or do you want me to do that under town board report?
No, you can do it now.
Well, you could do it under town board comments.
That's fine, whatever you prefer.
Okay, because she's doing her report now.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Vouchers. Tonight in front of all of us, we have the vouchers in the amount of $120,919.38. And the breakdown is as follows. Yours is probably still, this one's yours. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. General Fund A, $76,431.83. Highway Fund, $24,097.79. Amenia Lighting, $827.76. Wasake Lighting, $303.04. Amenia Water, $19,258.96. Again, for a total for this month's abstract, $120,919.38.
I move that we authorize the payment of the vouchers as submitted.
Second.
Supervisor Perotti?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Smoji?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
And that'll conclude the town clerk's report for this evening.
Did you have a resignation?
Lorenzo, yes, I do. Lorenzo has submitted his letter, Councilperson Doyle circulated to me earlier on this date. They had conversations, and I don't know if that was going to be part of your report, but I know that I'm supposed to do the resignations. So Lorenzo has submitted his letter of resignation effective 9/15/2020, and that would be from the CAC.
Did you want to read his
If you,
email?
I still have
Here it is.
So to Michael Peak, Vicki Doyle, I'm unable to volunteer on the CAC committee at this time. You have my permission to seek a new volunteer for the seat on the CAC as of 9/15. Thank you for the opportunity. It's been nice to know and work with you both. All the best with your commitments and future volunteers. And then that was signed by Lorenzo.
I make a motion that we regretfully accept Lorenzo's letter of resignation.
Could you add
effective-
his last name to the,
Lorenzo's
take a shot at it?
Sikanoffi. Sikanoffi.
Okay. Second.
You notice we all kind of just... Supervisor Perotti,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Smoji,
Yes.
Morris,
Yes.
And I'll take the opportunity to announce to the board, because I really haven't yet put anything in writing to the town or the community, but it will follow. So I just wanted to let everybody know, after 12 years of hard work and excitement with the New York State Court Clerks Association, on Monday I was elected to serve the association as their president. So I am officially the 2021-2022 president of the New York State Court Clerks Association. Supervisor was able to attend the event and watch the joyous evening, and I can't thank the community and all the efforts and everybody that I work with to have this privilege and honor to be a representative at a state level. So I've always said I'll put Amenia on the map, and we are here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, is that the end of your report?
Yes.
Okay. Town highway report and bids.
We've started doing a little mowing. We completed the blacktop project in Wassaic. And with the 2 rainstorms, all the roads held up great. The only problem we had was up on Tower Hill. I've been working with John Andrews on a piece of property up there to get the landowner to control their water a little better. They've washed us out a couple times. I believe this is either the 3rd or 4th time in the same area. So hopefully we get that hopefully controlled soon. So we've been working up on Tower Hill, fixing stuff, changing some pipes, adding some new walls, extending some walls. So it's kept us busy up there. It slowed us down on starting Deep Hollow on our grant. Time-wise, I should be fine getting it done, and then hopefully I get your little project done. So, and then we have our yearly bids. It's the big packet. So these are the 2021-22 bids. First one is wash gravel. The one circled is what I chose. Red Wing, 1.25 inch stone, picked up $13 and delivered $19 a ton delivered. Again, we'll go to 3/4 stone, $13 for Red Wing picked up and $19 delivered. Red Wing's closer than going all the way to Hudson, so that's why I got a little more money, but it's closer. And then next page is sort tailings. Red Wing, $11 a ton picked up, $17 a ton delivered. Wash sand, Red Wing, $9.95 a ton picked up, and $15.95 delivered. Stone item 4, Red Wing, $13 a ton picked up, $19 delivered. And Calaruso, 1 inch minus screen fill, $9.25 a ton picked up, $18.75 delivered. New York State DOT Type 2 screen sand. Calaruso, $10 picked up and $19.50 delivered. Amenia Sand did not bid this year. I gave Ian a call, and I think he didn't want to get tied up in any bids in the process of maybe selling. But unfortunately, we lost him bidding this year.
Yeah, I heard they were moving, he was selling business.
Yeah. Next one's crushed quarry stone. Quarter inch, 1525 picked up, and 2175 delivered from Peckham's. And Peckham's 3/8 stone, 15 a ton picked up, and 2150 delivered. Bank Run, Red Wing, $9 a ton picked up and $15 a ton delivered. Light Stone Fill, Calaruso, $12.50 a ton picked up and $22 a ton delivered. Medium Stone Fill, Calaruso, $15 a ton picked up, $29.50 a ton delivered. Heavy Stone Fill, Calaruso, $15 a ton picked up, $29.50 a ton delivered. Calcium chloride, Peckham's, for the liquid calcium, $1.20 per gallon delivered. And then Chemung for the bags of calcium, $5.95 for a pallet, 50-pound bags delivered. Blacktop. First one's a cold patch. This is loose Peckham's, $103 or $103 a ton, and then we have by the bag Peckham's, 60-pound bags at $6.50 each. And then truling and leveling, all the blacktop went to Calaruso. Truling and leveling, $73 a ton. Type 7, $73 a ton. Top course, $70.50 a ton. Type 6, $70.50 a ton. Shimming, $78.50 a ton. And binders, $64.50 a ton. Road oils, had two bidders, Gorman and Peckham's. Again, the next page shows an 8-hour day. Using, I gave an example of, say we use 14,000 gallons of oil, and then their bid price for the oil, and then for their machinery, their spreader, their roller, and for transporting. Peckham's was $200 cheaper, so we chose Peckham's. This is for oil and stoning, oil and stone the roads. Concrete, the only one that bid was 21st Century. The next page is all the prices per yard. I sent out the R&R, but nobody sent anything back. Catch basins. ESP and Chemung bid catch basins. Everything went to, cheapest was ESP, 24 by 24 catch basin, $205. 30 by 30, 250. 30 by 48 by 30, 300. 42 by 42 by 36, 250. And then the grate and frames, 2-inch riser, 215. And the next one's another 2-inch for the 30 by 30, 320. 6-inch, 470, and the other one's 425. Equipment rentals. Keck Construction, dump truck, triaxle, 20-yard, $120 an hour with operator. Bulldozer, Stan Whitehead Excavating, Komatsu 39 dozer, $160 an hour with operator. Excavator, Cat Construction, and Stan Whitehead. The first one's a Cat 312B with a thumb, $160 an hour with operator for Stan Whitehead. Cat Construction, Saney 155 excavator, $200 an hour with an operator. And Stan Whitehead excavator, Kubota with thumb, $130 an hour with operator. Excavator with hammers. Saney again, 155 with the hammer, $270 an hour with operator. And Stan Whitehead, Kubota KX40, $170 an hour with operator. Planer, skid steer, coal planer, Cat Construction, $210 an hour with operator. Roller, Stan Whitehead, $160 an hour with operator, a ham roller, 10-ton. And then do Cat Construction, a Volvo roller, DD25, $180 an hour with operator, 5-ton. Again, blacktopping. Blacktopping is all going to be done with our shared service machinery and through the OGS Quick Quotes. Transportation charge, Cat Construction, $150 an hour for transportation, and we got a laborer for $125 an hour. Stan Whitehead equipment to move, $150 per move. Reclaimer, Peckham's with operator, $5,600 for an 8-hour day, or $700 an hour. Tree work, again, we had leash trees. He's $1,800 a day. No matter, again, if he comes with everything. He comes with the truck, chipper, laborers. If I need stump grinder, chipper, everything. He's $1,800 a day, no matter what he brings. This other bidder, McLaren Trees and Landscaping from Stanfordville. He's just a bucket truck for $12.32 for an 8-hour day. That's just a truck, and that's it. He actually didn't even bid a chipper. So, leash trees, $1,800 a day. And the last one is sweeping. We had 2 bids, East Coast and Custom Streets. Road sweeping, East Coast, 5-yard truck, 1,024 a day. It's $128 an hour. And we'll go with Custom Street Services. for the Camel 21 or 1200 sewer vacuum truck for $260 an hour, 10-yard capacity. And that's all.
Make a motion that we accept the Highway Department bids as read.
Second.
Thank you.
Supervisor Brody?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Samoji?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Okay, the resolution awarding contract to Deep and Well 5, we're tabling that until the capital plan is put together, and then accepting a bid at that time. Okay, resolution authorizing grant applications and accepting grant award for upgrades to critical life-saving tools. Resolution number
47.
Resolution authorizing grant application and accepting the grant award from the Municipal Investment Grant Program for the critical upgrade to life-saving tools project, whereas the Dutchess County Department of Planning and Development, through its Municipal Investment Grant Program, formerly known as the Municipal Innovation Grant Program, is offering grants to support shared services and emergency sustainability operations, whereas the Amenia Fire Department, on behalf of the Amenia Fire District, applied for and obtained a grant for critical upgrades to life-saving tools, specifically for the purchase of a battery-operated rescue tool known as the Jaws of Life, whereas the Municipal Investment Grant Program requires that a municipality submit the application on behalf of the fire district, whereas the town board is in full support of the Amenia Fire Company's application on behalf of the Amenia Fire District and its efforts to upgrade life-saving tools for the safety of Amenia residents. Whereas the town board of the town of Amenia desires to approve the application submitted and accept the grant award in the amount of $35,000 for the purchase of the equipment described above. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. Recitations set forth above are incorporated in this resolution as if fully set forth and adopted herein, that the town board does hereby approve the application and authorizes the town supervisor to execute any documentation necessary to complete the grant application in accordance with this resolution. The town board does hereby accept the grant award in the amount of $35,000 to upgrade critical life-saving tools, specifically a battery-powered rescue tool known as the Jaws of Life. The town board hereby authorizes the town supervisor to release the grant funds in accordance with the grant award upon receipt of voucher and supporting documentation from the Amenia Fire District for the purchase of the equipment described in this resolution. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Supervisor Brody?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Samoji?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Wow.
Resolution number 48. Transfer of funds for September 2021. Whereas the town board has the authority to transfer funds when necessary or unanticipated to amend the budget. Whereas the budget amendment in the general fund, increasing revenue line 2705.01, gifts and donations, skateboard park grant by $2,500, and increasing expense line 71104.01, Amenia Park CE by $2,500 for skateboard ramp purchase. Whereas budget amendment in the general fund, increasing revenue line 2260.01, public safety services by $895.76, and increasing expense line 30204.01, public safety community service by $895.76 for sheriff services reimbursed by Congregation Beth David. Whereas budget amendment in the general fund, increasing expense line 13554.01.048 Assessor CE Conferences by $138 and decreasing expense line 13554.01.074 Assessor CE Supplies by $138. Whereas budget amendment in the general fund, increasing expense line 19204.01.051 Municipal Association dues, DCSMA, Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association, by $100, and decreasing expense line 12204.01.048 Supervisor CE Conferences by $100. Whereas budget amendment in the general fund, increasing expense line 11104.01.065 Justices CE Supplies by $200 and decreasing expense line 11104.078 Justices CE Training by $200. Whereas budget amendment in the water fund, increasing revenue line 2680.06 Insurance Recoveries by $7,458.05 and increasing expense line 83404.06 Transmission Distribution CE Water by $7,458.05 for claim. Whereas budget amendment in the water fund, increasing line 83304.06.117 Purification CE Laboratory by $2,000 and decreasing line 83304.06.116 Purification CE Chemicals by $2,000 for unanticipated lab costs due to the increase in requirements for testing from the Department of Health. I make that motion?
Second.
Supervisor Perotti?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Samoji?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Okay, under other matters, we have an additional resolution, B49. Resolution approving hiring of Hudson Valley Appraisal Corporation to prepare a trial-ready appraisal for Martin's Fox Hollow Farm, LLC, versus Town of Amenia et al., index number 2020-52031. Whereas there is now pending in the Dutchess County Supreme Court a tax certiorari proceeding relating to property located at 1039 Fox Hollow Drive, Amenia, New York, identified by grid numbers 706700332-636, seeking a reduction in the assessment from $36 million to $21 million for a total of $15 million, whereas the Weebatuck Central School District intervened as a party in the subject proceeding, and whereas the court has ordered the parties to exchange trial-ready appraisals, whereas the town assessor, attorney of the town, and school district attorney have recommended hiring Hudson Valley Appraisal Corporation, Michael Benholtz, SRA, CCIM, MII, President, to conduct an appraisal to determine the market value of the property pursuant to the terms of the annexed proposal. Whereas the services to be provided by the appraiser to the town constitute professional service which are exempt from the bidding requirements under General Municipal Law 103. Whereas the fee for the appraisal is $15,000. Whereas the Weebatuck Central School District has authorized contribution of up to $7,500 toward the cost of the appraisal. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. The recitations set forth above are incorporated in this resolution as if fully set forth and adopted herein. The town supervisor, town assessor, Stanger, Diamond and Glass LLP, attorneys to the town of Amenia, are hereby authorized to hire Hudson Valley Appraisal Corporation for up to $15,000 for an appraisal of the property as herein above set forth, the cost of which will be split between the town of Amenia and the Weebatuck Central School District evenly, up to $7,500 each. And I make that motion.
Second.
Supervisor Perotti?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Yes.
Samoji? Yes. Morris?
Yes.
Town board comments?
Yes, I have a couple things here. Make sure I get all my papers here, so many papers. Anyway, good evening, everyone. This is some exciting stuff for all of us. Of course, you know, we've all been locked in our homes, can't go anywhere, can't do anything, and life's been a little rough on us, but we're coming out of it now. And we're coming out with a few very good things. For example, one of the first things coming up is the Vendor Craft Fair and Penny Social, sponsored by the Wassaic Fire Company Auxiliary. Saturday, September 25th, 2021, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be a 50-50 raffle, refreshments will be available, and there will be a winter coat drive as well. The winter coat drive is, if you have a coat in your closet, yours, your husband's, your children's, whatever, it's still in good shape and still wearable for someone to use, you just bring it with you to the Wassaic Fire Company on Saturday the 25th, okay? Also, that same day, the South Amenia Presbyterian Church is having its roast beef dinner, which we all like. It's takeout once again. So when the Penny Social ends at 3 o'clock, you can go to the South Amenia and pick up your roast beef dinner between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. That's $15 for the dinner. And you need to call, I'll read off a couple of numbers for you, and you probably, some of you even know these numbers by heart, but I'll just read them for you. To make your reservation so you'll get your meal. First one is 789-1206. Then there is one that's 877-3939. The third is 373-9757. Okay, so you just call up, order your meal, bring your money with you, and it's a delicious meal. We all know, we all love it. It's really good. So that's the one I want to tell you about us right here. Also, let me see. So many things. Either it's nothing or it's everything. Okay, let me see. The White Plains Performing Arts Center. We have a deposit on the line with them because of the Westchester Dinner Theater folded its doors and all of that stuff. So I got the call from them. We sent them a letter, and they called me, and they're going to hold that money till April of 22 is when the shows will start. So they're rolling it over because there was no way for anybody to do anything this year. It's 20 people we can bring to the theater. It's $46 a person, and there's no food. This is not a dinner theater. This is a theater. So you'll be sitting in theater seats, not at a table with chairs or anything, as far as I understand it. It's 420-person capacity there. They serve no food. So if we go down there, we will have to figure out how we want to have a meal, either coming back or going down, or however we want to do it. The show is called the Hilton Sisters. It's a musical. No, it's not the Hiltons you're thinking about. It's the Hilton Sisters from a vaudeville act. So we all, how far back is that? That's before the 1920s, ladies and gentlemen. It's a musical, and they're called the Hilton Sisters. So they will be sending me a flyer with all the exact details and things about it. So I just want you all to realize that's 20 people, and I'll find out just how handicap accessible it is, you know, what kind of mobility you need to have to go there, because I think it's one of the reasons we never went to this theater. Well, one is no food, and one is I'm not sure about if it's comfortable for us, all right? So that's that for us there for that one that I did. Now, let me see here. I'm going to move into October. Okay, here we go. The Amenia Historical Society presents the paintings by Clifford Waldo Barns Furnaces Scenes of Local Interest. It's Sunday, October 3rd, 2021 at 2 p.m. at the Indian Rock Schoolhouse Pavilion. Masks are optional, refreshments will be served. So I believe you just show up for it, and this is their lovely flyer that they sent me. So hopefully you will go to that and see this lovely art show out there. I think it should be very nice. Okay, now, this is the next one. I told you, everything's happening now. It's all happening. Town of Amenia Community Day at the Indian Rock Schoolhouse will be on, I believe it's Saturday, October 9th. Yeah, it's Saturday, October 9th, okay? I don't have all the details on it as they're still working on it. Just mark that on your calendar, and, you know, so you'll save that date so you'll be able to go to that. So, let me see. The only other thing I have is our Christmas party. I have people calling me up already. 9 people already signed up, going to be at one table. They were so wonderful. They gave me all their names, listed up, and they're all going to ride on the bus. So they filled out all the little, checked off all the little boxes and stuff. The only thing they haven't checked off exactly is their meal yet, but we got time for that. So if you're interested and you want to go, just call me up. It's my number, 877-9430. And we'll get that going for you. And I'll have flyers going out probably next week.
And it's at the pond.
Oh, yes, it's at the pond. Yes, it is. It's at the pond, which is totally handicap accessible to everyone and everything. They have bathrooms, and it's a cash bar, you know, which means that if you want a margarita, like some people like those margaritas, you can buy all the margaritas you want and enjoy yourself. It's going to be a wonderful time. Door prize is 50-50. Wayne Targrove is going to be playing for us, and of course, seniors, you all know about him, and he plays all the kind of music we like to sing and dance to and all of that good stuff. So it's going to be a wonderful event for us. It's kind of like beginning and ending our year here, okay? So just let us know that you want to come, and we'll work it all out for you and get you all your seats and everything that you'd like to have, okay? The tables are from 6 to 8 people. They said they've got 9. I'm sure we can squeeze an extra chair. We'll put a bigger table together so the 9 can fit there. Don't worry, you're going to get 9. It'll be okay. And but the rest of you, please try to stick to 6 to 8, and if you can, okay? But we'll do the best we can for everyone, all right? And
That's it.
I think so. I think I told you everything I know and most of the stuff I know.
Vicki? Thank you. I wanted to add to the recreation report that I attended on the 9th of September. They did discuss and want the town board to provide feedback on how they would like, how we should have them proceed about authorizing the advertisement of hiring a landscape architect or someone similar to evaluate the parks and properties in the town, specifically Beekman and Wassaic, for possible inclusion of a volleyball court, a multi-use pavilion, maybe a stage, barbecue grills, an area where families can get together and be outdoors, well, probably, you know, some playground equipment. But those were the 4 things that they mentioned. I told them, and I thought that we would need to do some kind of resolution that would authorize us to, or we would just advertise for such professional services.
How would we handle that, Ann?
They have money in their budget.
They want to hire a landscape architect for the parks.
I believe a landscape architect would fall under a professional service, which would exempt it from the procurement policy, so you could theoretically get quotes or however you want to go about doing it. then it would be just a decision on the town board if that's something they would want to do, or...
So the Recreation Commission should just write up their own description of what services
Of what they
are
want, and then
asking.
get the quotes, and then bring them to us.
Or they could write up a description of what they're looking to do and present that to the town board, so the town board has a better idea what it's looking to do before it authorizes it. That might be something the board may want to consider.
Yeah, we would
Just so
need
that you
something
don't
more
get quotes and then
detailed
come
from
back and
them.
it's not something you want,
Right, right.
So I think a
Okay.
plan to, would really help the board, I think.
Right.
We do have a plan, a recreation master plan that was done about 10 years ago. So that might be a place for them to start, is my thought. But if they want to do something separate from that, I guess it's their decision. But it would be nice to be able to revisit that master plan and see what those recommendations might have been 10, 15 years ago. Things haven't changed that much at those parks, physically, the layout. The other thing I attended was a Enhancement Committee meeting on August 20th, and we went ahead and did the first thing on our schedule, which we sent around the minutes. The first thing on our schedule for this fall was done on Saturday, September 11th. We cleaned up the beds and put mums in, not in the pots, but in the ground. So we'll have some yellow flowers coming up. We bought 9 mums since we still had money in our budget. I have the receipt here. We are doing our next activity is Thursday, November 11th, 9 a.m. It's in preparation for Veterans Day ceremonies, and we just want to make sure Fountain Square is swept and the fountain and beds are looking good for the ceremony, typically at 11, although I haven't had that confirmed. We may also be planting bulbs that weekend. So anybody, volunteers who want to join the Enhancement group as a committee, as a volunteer, we would welcome their help at 9 a.m. on Thursday, November 11th.
No, not...
November 11th?
No, not November 11th. Not Thursday, November 11th. Of course,
What day?
November 11th is Veterans Day.
That's right.
And that's a Saturday.
Is Saturday?
No, November 11th is a
No.
Thursday.
It is a Thursday? I thought it was a Saturday this year, but okay.
Okay.
But you want to do that before?
At 9 a.m., just to make sure everything is looking good.
You're doing it on the 6th then?
I'm sorry,
No.
Thursday, November 11th, 2021, at 9 a.m. at Fountain Square.
You want
Okay.
people to come and
Help and clean,
earlier.
and then we're ready at 11 a.m.
Okay.
for a
She just
ceremony.
wants to make sure everything is cleaned up.
Okay, all right, now I understand.
I did send to the town board a video clip, video presentation of a song that we've heard before here at the town
Oh,
board. It's called the 10 Mile River, and it's their final version with photographs of local scenes all along the 10 Mile River, which includes the 10 Mile River watershed. So town of Amenia is featured as well as Northeast and all of the watershed that contributes to the Housatonic River. So there's a lot of history and a lot of beautiful photographs that have been integrated, and it's extremely well done. I wondered if the town board would be willing to authorize the airing of that production on our Channel 22.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we authorize this production so that we can...
What is it?
It's called the 10 Mile River song and video. Did you not have a chance to download it and watch it?
We
Takes-
listened to the song once before.
So we
with the
can,
videos.
yeah, so we can put that on Channel 22, Mike? Yeah, okay.
Piece of
Okay.
cake.
I made a motion.
I second.
Thanks.
Supervisor Brody,
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle,
Yes.
Samoji,
Yes,
Morris.
Yes.
It's a great video, great pictures.
yes.
Can I also authorize then that we put it on the town website as a link people
We
can
can
download?
We can have a link put
Okay.
on.
Definitely.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take that as a yes because we authorized it for Channel 22. Okay,
Well, send it to me first.
it is. I sent it to you yesterday.
Okay, well then I'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you. We also had a housing board meeting on September 14th, and we went over the housing survey. They're putting together a narrative to accompany the survey results that were turned into bar charts for easier understanding by data scientist Nick Johns. He's local and volunteered. We also had Ashley Lay of AKRF discussing the draft report that she provided. She is looking at our comprehensive plan as to opportunities that might help affordable housing be initiated more easily and efficiently in Amenia to ease the current crisis of workers not having adequate housing opportunities here in Amenia. That was that. I have had some concerns raised that I know that we have in our mass gathering permit the opportunity for nonprofits to be waived the requirements of getting a license for mass gathering activities. I was forwarded an email. I don't actually have a ticket, but somebody who purchased a ticket was given an email back that said the Amenia Wasaic Community Organization is the 501c3 that is receiving the donation. I believe they are not a 501c3. I think they are a nonprofit, but they've not been found as a 501c3. So I am concerned that perhaps our law might need greater definition of what a nonprofit is, so it's crystal clear who would be qualifying and who would not. It may be defined somewhere else in our town law, I'm not positive, but I think it should be very clear because a mass gathering permit has very specific requirements that ensure the public health and safety of the attendees. And I did send a link to newspaper articles about an event that was held actually on Silo Ridge property currently, but back then it was called Island Green Golf Course or something like that. And Frank Zarro spent time in jail because he held 3 nonprofit fundraising events for the Hudson Valley Philharmonic. And if you recall, there was an extraordinary rain event the night of one of these outdoor concerts, which were totally amazing until it wasn't amazing, and it was scary getting all of the people out of that road safely. There were buses people were scrambling, and there was mudslides, and very, very difficult getting people out. So I would just caution us that mass gathering permits have a very real public health and safety requirement, and a nonprofit, you may think it's just a local church or whatever, but if it exceeds a certain number of people, I think we should be very careful about just waiving it for anybody who claims to be a nonprofit. I also would say that I was very pleased to find a multi-year comparison report available to any taxpayer. Anybody who wants to get on to the New York State Comptroller's website. It's called a multi-year comparison report. This is an election year, and I've heard a lot of questions about what we're doing with our money and how we are spending our money and how our budget has gone up or gone down, and there's a lot of factors that are involved, but if you want to see where your money is going, I could get a report that puts 5 years all in a row, and it's 30 pages, but every single item gives you a sense of where our extraordinary expenses are coming in as of late, and you can just very quickly see many items, well, not many, but there are some significant items where they double, even triple over time. Thank God, there's some good things that have happened also. Mortgage tax has also increased. So, there's interesting things here. It is your money. And I ask you to go onto the comptroller's website, download the 5-year comparison report for the town of Amenia, and you will get a really good snapshot of what's been going on over the last 5 years. You can do it over any 5-year period. So I could set yet another 5-year period. I could go back 20 years, which is my goal, and see how things have changed over time. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. That's the end of my report.
Is there any other town board comments?
No.
Okay, I make a motion to go into executive session, first for Alti's contract negotiations, and then proceeding after that, we'll also be doing pending Kent Hollow litigation.
I'll second it.
We'll need you to just step outside for a few minutes.
Is that your whole motion, or anybody excuse?
To go into executive session and excuse the town clerk with the town board members and our town attorney.
And then be at 8:10 p.m.
And I seconded it.
And Supervisor Crody's going to take the minutes.
Certainly will.
Okay. Supervisor Crody?
Yes.
Councilpersons Doyle?
Here, yes.
Could you hear?
Definitely here.
Samoshi?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Thank you.